Hey there, everyone! It's your friend Tim back with something that's been weighing on my mind lately. I'm reaching out especially to those of us who've been around the block a few times, you know, the ones with a few gray hairs to show for it. As we journey through life, certain truths start to become crystal clear, and I feel it's high time we talk about them. But before we dive in, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on those notifications so you won't miss any future chats. And hey, feel free to drop a comment below, I love hearing your thoughts. 1. Not the illusion of stability. You see, as we get older, something's been tugging at my thoughts more and more. A lot of what we were told about life, about what would make us happy, what success looks like, and what it means to live a meaningful life, has been, quite frankly, a pack of lies. I know that sounds a bit harsh, but stick with me here. If you're anything like me, you probably spent most of your life doing exactly what you were supposed to do. You followed the roadmap laid out for you, went to work, built a career, paid off the mortgage, raised the kids, and saved up for retirement. And now, here we are in those so-called golden years, and I have to ask, was it all worth it? Was the life we were sold really the key to happiness? Let's be honest, a lot of us are starting to realize that maybe it wasn't. That we've been chasing the wrong things for far too long. But what exactly were we chasing? And more importantly, what do we do about it now that we're here, staring at a future that might not feel as fulfilling as we thought it would? For most of our lives, we were told that stability was the key to happiness. Work hard, stick to a steady job, raise a family, and keep your life as stable as possible, that was the mantra. We were conditioned to believe that the safe path, the one with a solid job, a long marriage, and a house in the suburbs, was the surefire way to secure happiness. Just keep everything in order, and nothing will go wrong, right? And for a while, maybe that felt true. Maybe in our 30s and 40s, when we were juggling kids, careers, and mortgages, that stability felt like success. We were keeping it all together, after all. But now, as we sit here in our later years, many of us are realizing that stability and happiness aren't the same thing. Stability, for all its benefits, often traps us in a cycle of monotony. It keeps us on a narrow track, afraid to venture too far out of the lines in case we lose everything we've worked so hard to build. And when you look back, what do you see? For some, it's a life well lived. But for others, it's a life that felt safe but also limited, safe but unfulfilled. Take a moment to ask yourself, did you pursue passions that made your heart race? Did you take time for yourself, or were you always too busy making sure everything was stable for others? These are the questions that tend to come up in the quiet moments of retirement, when the noise of a busy life fades away and we're left alone with our thoughts. We realize that maybe we leaned too hard on the idea of security and, in doing so, sacrificed the moments that might have brought us true joy. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting stability. Stability can offer a strong foundation. But maybe, just maybe, we leaned a little too hard into it. Maybe we spent too much time worrying about playing it safe and not enough time taking the kinds of risks that would have made us feel alive. We spent decades building walls around ourselves to protect our stability. But the higher the wall, the more we boxed ourselves in. We forgot that true fulfillment often requires stepping out of that comfort zone, trying new things, and embracing the unknown. We've reached a point in life where we have the wisdom to see through the illusion of stability. We realize that the lie we were told, that stability equals happiness, was incomplete. Happiness is about so much more than keeping things the same. It's about growth, change, and the willingness to explore new possibilities, even when they seem scary or uncertain. So, what do we do now? How do we break free from the confines of the stability we've clung to for so long? Well, the first step is acknowledging that it's never too late to make a change. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, reconnecting with old friends, or even just altering our daily routines, small changes can make a big difference. Maybe it's time to dust off that guitar you always wanted to learn how to play. Or perhaps it's finally taking that art class you've been curious about. The point is, embracing change doesn't mean abandoning everything we've built, it means enhancing our lives by opening ourselves up to new experiences. Remember, life doesn't have an expiration date on joy and fulfillment. We might have more years behind us than ahead, but that doesn't mean the adventure is over. In fact, this could be the most liberating chapter yet. So let's challenge the notion that stability is the ultimate goal. Let's redefine what happiness means on our own terms. After all, we've earned the right to live authentically, to pursue what genuinely makes us happy without worrying about societal expectations. And hey, if you're finding value in this conversation, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on future discussions. Your support means the world to me, and it helps us build this community together. Stay tuned, because we're just getting started on unraveling these myths and exploring how we can make the most of the time we have. Trust me, there's so much more to uncover, and I can't wait to share it with you. 2. The myth of conventional success. Let's dive into something that's been on my mind a lot lately, the whole idea of success. For most of our lives, we've been fed a particular image of what success is supposed to look like. You know the drill: land a prestigious job, climb the corporate ladder, buy a nice house in a good neighborhood, and accumulate a comfortable nest egg for retirement. Society painted this picture for us, and like diligent artists, we tried our best to fill in the colors just right. We were led to believe that success is tangible, something you can measure with numbers and titles. And so, we worked hard. We put in the overtime, missed family dinners, and maybe even postponed personal dreams, all in the pursuit of that elusive success. We sacrificed time, energy, and sometimes even our health to chase these external markers. But now, standing where we are, with those milestones supposedly behind us, a question lingers: why doesn't it feel as fulfilling as we thought it would? I think the reason is that we were chasing someone else's definition of success, not our own. We got so caught up in the race that we didn't stop to consider what winning meant to us personally. True success isn't about the size of your bank account, the square footage of your house, or the fancy title on your business card. It's about living a life that's meaningful to you, that resonates with your values and passions. Think about it, how many of us sidelined our true interests because they didn't fit into the traditional mold of success? Maybe you loved painting, writing, or gardening, but set it aside because it wasn't considered productive or profitable. We were so busy climbing the ladder that we didn't notice it was leaning against the wrong wall. The lie we were sold is that success is a one-size-fits-all formula. But life isn't a factory assembly line, it's a personal journey. We were told to measure our worth by standards that often had nothing to do with who we really are. And now, in the quiet moments, we might find ourselves wondering what could have been if we'd listened to our own hearts a little more. But here's the silver lining: it's not too late to redefine success on our own terms. We may have more years behind us than ahead, but that doesn't diminish the value of the time we have now. We can still pursue those passions we've shelved for so long. Maybe it's picking up that guitar that's been gathering dust, or finally writing that book you've always talked about. Let's also consider the relationships in our lives. Success isn't just about individual achievements, it's also about the connections we foster. Have we invested enough time in the people who matter to us? Success can be as simple as being a good friend, a supportive partner, or a loving grandparent. These are the things that bring genuine satisfaction and leave a lasting impact. Moreover, let's challenge the notion that it's too late to make significant changes. Society likes to tell us that certain doors close after a particular age, but that's just another myth. Colonel Sanders started KFC in his 60s, and Grandma Moses began her painting career in her late 70s. Age is just a number, not a deadline. The beauty of reaching this stage in life is that we often have more freedom to explore. The obligations that once demanded our constant attention, like demanding careers or raising children, might have lessened. This can be a time of rediscovery, a second wind where we get to focus on what truly makes us happy. It's also worth mentioning that redefining success may involve letting go of some things. Perhaps it's time to downsize or simplify our lives to focus on what truly matters. Accumulating more stuff doesn't equate to more happiness. In fact, it can often weigh us down. Letting go can be liberating, creating space, both physically and mentally, for new experiences. Let's not underestimate the power of mindset either. Shifting our perspective from "I wish I had" to "I can" still opens up a world of possibilities. Instead of dwelling on missed opportunities, we can channel our energy into creating new ones. After all, every day is a chance to start fresh. In redefining success, it's crucial to listen to ourselves. What brings you joy? What makes you feel alive? It could be volunteering for a cause you're passionate about, mentoring younger folks, or immersing yourself in a hobby that brings you peace. Success is deeply personal, and only you can define what it means for you. Let's also be mindful of the comparisons we make. With social media and societal pressures, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our lives against others. But remember, everyone's journey is unique. Comparing ourselves to others only distracts us from our own path and can rob us of satisfaction. In this new definition of success, let's prioritize well-being over wealth, relationships over rankings, and fulfillment over frivolity. Let's seek experiences that enrich our lives rather than chasing external validations that leave us empty. And as we embrace this new perspective, we might just find that elusive sense of fulfillment we've been searching for. It might not look like what we originally envisioned, but it could very well be what we've needed all along. So, here's to redefining success on our own terms. Here's to living authentically, embracing our passions, and cherishing the relationships that make life worthwhile. Let's make the most of the time we have, not by society's standards, but by our own. 3. The reality of retirement. Alright, let's shift our focus to something many of us are experiencing or will experience soon: retirement. We've been told all our lives that retirement is the ultimate reward, the golden years where we finally get to kick back and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Work hard, save diligently, and one day you'll have all the time in the world to do whatever you please. But here's the thing, now that many of us have reached this milestone, we're finding that retirement isn't quite the dream we were promised. Sure, there's a certain allure to the idea of endless free time, no more alarm clocks, meetings, or deadlines. But once the initial excitement wears off, a new set of challenges often emerges. You see, retirement isn't just about leaving the workforce, it's a major life transition. For decades, our identities were closely tied to our professions. When someone asked, "What do you do?" we had a ready answer. But after retirement, that question becomes a bit trickier. Without the structure and purpose that work provided, it's easy to feel adrift. I've talked to friends who've expressed feelings of restlessness or even emptiness in retirement. They tell me, "I thought this would be the happiest time of my life, but something's missing. The routine that once seemed restrictive now feels like a lost anchor. The social interactions with colleagues, the sense of contributing to something larger than ourselves, all of that fades away." Let's be real, the lie we were told is that retirement is a perpetual vacation. But the truth is, vacations are enjoyable precisely because they're breaks from our routine. When every day is a blank slate, the novelty can wear off quickly. We might find ourselves watching too much TV, napping excessively, or just feeling bored. So, what's the solution? How do we redefine retirement to make it a fulfilling chapter of our lives rather than a letdown? First off, it's crucial to find new sources of purpose and meaning. Retirement offers a unique opportunity to explore interests and passions that we might have put on the back burner. Always wanted to learn how to play an instrument? Now's the time. Interested in photography, cooking, or gardening? Dive right in. Volunteering is another fantastic avenue. Giving back to the community not only benefits others but also provides a sense of fulfillment and connection. Whether it's mentoring young people, helping out at a local food bank, or participating in environmental initiatives, there's no shortage of ways to make a positive impact. Maintaining social connections is equally important. Loneliness can creep in if we're not careful. Make an effort to stay in touch with friends, join clubs or groups that share your interests, or even consider part-time work if it brings you joy. Speaking of work, who says retirement means you have to stop working altogether? If you miss certain aspects of your career, consider consulting or freelancing. This allows you to stay engaged in your field without the full-time commitment. Another aspect to consider is setting new goals. Just because we've retired doesn't mean we should stop challenging ourselves. Goals give us something to strive for and can be incredibly motivating. Maybe you want to run a marathon, write a book, or travel to a place you've never been. Let's also address the financial side of things. Many of us might find that our savings don't stretch as far as we'd hoped, especially with the rising cost of living and healthcare. It's important to reassess our budgets and make adjustments as needed. This might involve downsizing our homes, cutting unnecessary expenses, or finding new income streams. Health is another critical factor. As we age, taking care of our physical and mental well-being becomes even more important. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and staying mentally active can make a world of difference. Activities like yoga, swimming, or even daily walks can keep us feeling vibrant. It's also okay to seek help if we're struggling emotionally. Retirement can bring about feelings of depression or anxiety. Talking to a professional or joining a support group can provide valuable coping strategies. Now, let's flip the script and look at retirement as an opportunity, a chance to live life on our own terms without the constraints of a 9-to-5 job. We have the freedom to design our days as we see fit. Want to sleep in? Go ahead. Feel like taking a spontaneous road trip? Why not? Remember, retirement doesn't have to fit a particular mold. There's no right or wrong way to navigate this phase of life. What's important is that we find what brings us joy and fulfillment. Consider exploring lifelong learning opportunities. Many universities and community centers offer classes specifically geared toward seniors. Whether it's history, art, technology, or philosophy, expanding our knowledge keeps the mind sharp and opens new horizons. Travel can also be a rewarding endeavor. Whether it's visiting family across the country, exploring national parks, or venturing overseas, new experiences enrich our lives and create lasting memories. Don't underestimate the value of reflection either. Taking time to contemplate our life's journey can provide insights into what's truly important to us. Journaling, meditation, or simply sitting quietly with our thoughts can lead to personal growth and peace. Engaging with younger generations can offer a fresh perspective. Sharing our experiences and wisdom with grandchildren or mentoring youths can be incredibly rewarding. It's a way to leave a legacy and stay connected with the evolving world. It's also worth mentioning that hobbies and creative pursuits can bring immense satisfaction. Whether it's painting, woodworking, crafting, or playing music, creative activities allow us to express ourselves and can be therapeutic. In the end, retirement is not a destination but a transition into a new phase of life. It's an opportunity to reassess our values, priorities, and what genuinely makes us happy. It's about shedding the expectations that society may have placed on us and embracing our authentic selves. So let's challenge the notion that retirement is the final chapter. Instead, let's view it as a new beginning, a time to rediscover ourselves, pursue passions, and build deeper connections. And if you're finding value in this conversation, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future discussions. Your support means the world to me and helps us grow this community. Stay tuned, because we've got more to explore on this journey of unraveling life's truths and embracing the possibilities that lie ahead. Together, we can make the most of every moment. The pursuit of authentic happiness. Let's delve into a topic that's both timeless and incredibly relevant to our lives: happiness. For so many years, we've been under the impression that happiness is something we earn, a reward waiting at the end of a long journey filled with hard work, sacrifices, and ticking off society's checkboxes. We were told that if we just achieved certain milestones, the right job, the perfect family, the substantial retirement fund, then happiness would naturally follow. But here we are, having reached many of those milestones, and some of us are left wondering, why doesn't it feel as fulfilling as I thought it would? The truth is, happiness isn't a destination or a prize to be won. It's a journey, a series of moments that we experience every day. It's not something that suddenly appears once we've completed a predetermined list of accomplishments. Think about all the times we postpone joy. We said things like, "I'll be happy when I get that promotion," or "Once the kids are grown and the house is paid off, then I'll focus on myself." We placed happiness on the other side of achievement, always just out of reach. But life isn't a rehearsal, and delaying happiness means we might never truly embrace it. The lie we were sold is that happiness is a byproduct of success and accumulation. But in reality, happiness is found in the simple, everyday moments, the laughter shared with a friend, the warmth of a loved one's embrace, the peace found in a quiet morning cup of coffee. It's in the connections we nurture and the passions we pursue, not the possessions we accumulate. So how do we shift our mindset to embrace happiness now, rather than waiting for some future event? One way is by practicing gratitude. Taking a moment each day to acknowledge what we're thankful for can make a significant difference in our outlook. It could be as simple as appreciating a beautiful sunset, savoring a delicious meal, or cherishing a meaningful conversation. Another approach is to live in the present. Too often, we're caught up in regrets about the past or worries about the future. Mindfulness, being fully engaged in the here and now, allows us to experience life's joys as they happen. It's about savoring the moment, whether we're walking in nature, enjoying a hobby, or spending time with loved ones. Speaking of hobbies, rekindling old passions or discovering new ones can reignite our zest for life. Maybe it's painting, playing a musical instrument, gardening, or writing. Engaging in activities that bring us joy enriches our lives and provides a sense of fulfillment that money can't buy. Relationships are another cornerstone of genuine happiness. Investing time and energy into our connections with family and friends nurtures our souls. It's not about how many people we know, but the depth of those relationships. Sharing experiences, offering support, and creating memories together contribute immensely to our overall happiness. Let's also consider the impact of giving back. Volunteering or helping others not only benefits those we assist but also enhances our own well-being. Acts of kindness and generosity create a ripple effect of positivity that can transform our outlook on life. Now, you might be thinking, isn't it a bit late to make these changes? Absolutely not. Happiness doesn't have an expiration date. Regardless of our age or circumstances, we have the power to make choices that enhance our happiness. It's never too late to start prioritizing what truly matters to us. Let's challenge the notion that material success equals happiness. Studies have shown that once our basic needs are met, additional wealth has a minimal impact on our overall happiness. Instead of chasing after more possessions, we can focus on experiences and relationships that enrich our lives. It's also important to let go of comparisons. Measuring our lives against others' achievements only breeds dissatisfaction. Everyone's journey is unique, and what's fulfilling for one person may not be for another. Embracing our own path allows us to find happiness on our terms. Self-compassion plays a vital role as well. Being kind to ourselves, forgiving our mistakes, and acknowledging our efforts can boost our emotional well-being. We often extend compassion to others but forget to offer the same kindness to ourselves. Physical health shouldn't be overlooked either. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient rest contribute to our mood and energy levels. Taking care of our bodies enhances our ability to enjoy life to the fullest. Moreover, embracing lifelong learning keeps our minds sharp and opens doors to new interests. Whether it's reading, taking a class, or exploring a new culture, learning enriches our lives and provides a sense of accomplishment. Let's not underestimate the power of setting personal goals. These don't have to be grand or ambitious, they just need to be meaningful to us. Achieving these goals, whether it's mastering a new recipe or completing a fitness challenge, boosts our confidence and happiness. As we navigate this journey, it's essential to surround ourselves with positivity. This might mean spending less time with people who drain our energy and more time with those who uplift us. It could also involve curating the media we consume to ensure it inspires rather than deflates us. Now, as we explore these avenues to authentic happiness, remember that it's a personal and ongoing process. What brings joy to one person might not resonate with another, and that's perfectly okay. The key is to remain open to discovering and embracing what genuinely fulfills us. Before we wrap up, I want to encourage you to take a moment today to do something that brings you joy. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe call a friend, take a leisurely walk, or indulge in a favorite hobby. Every step we take toward embracing happiness enriches our lives. And if you found value in this conversation, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and turning on notifications so you won't miss future discussions. Your comments are also welcome. I love hearing your thoughts and experiences. Remember, happiness isn't a distant destination, it's a journey we embark on every day. Let's choose to embrace it, nurture it, and share it with those around us. Thank you for being part of this conversation. Stay tuned for more insights as we continue to explore the truths of life and how we can make the most of every moment. Embracing change, the gateway to growth. Let's switch gears and talk about something that often holds us back more than we'd like to admit: the fear of change. It's a big one, isn't it? For so much of our lives, we've clung to the familiar, the comfortable, the tried and true. Change can be intimidating, even downright scary. But what if I told you that embracing change could be the key to unlocking a richer, more fulfilling life? Throughout our lives, we've been conditioned to value stability and predictability. Society often tells us to find a path and stick to it, to avoid rocking the boat. We settle into routines, habits, and patterns because they provide a sense of security. But here's the kicker: while stability has its merits, an overemphasis on it can lead to stagnation. Think back to times when you faced a potential change. Maybe it was considering a new career path, moving to a different city, or ending a relationship that wasn't fulfilling. How often did fear step in and convince you to stay put? How many opportunities slipped by because the unknown seemed too daunting? The irony is that change is one of the few constants in life. No matter how much we resist, life keeps moving forward. Seasons change, technology evolves, people come and go. By resisting change, we're essentially resisting life itself. Now, in our later years, we might feel that the window for change has closed. But that's just another misconception. Age is not a barrier to transformation. If anything, our life experiences equip us with the wisdom to navigate change more gracefully. So why do we fear change so much? Often, it's the fear of the unknown. Stepping out of our comfort zones exposes us to uncertainty, and that can be unsettling. We worry about failure, judgment from others, or simply the discomfort of new situations. But let's flip the script for a moment. What if we viewed change not as a threat but as an opportunity? An opportunity to grow, to learn, to experience something new. When we embrace change, we open ourselves up to possibilities we might never have imagined. Consider this: some of the most rewarding experiences in life often come from taking risks and embracing change. Whether it's traveling to a new country, learning a new skill, or meeting new people, these experiences enrich our lives in ways that staying within our comfort zones never could. It's also worth noting that change doesn't have to be monumental to make a difference. Small shifts can have a big impact. Maybe it's rearranging your living space to bring a fresh perspective. Perhaps it's trying out a new hobby or joining a local group that interests you. These small changes can invigorate our daily lives and introduce us to new passions. Let's also address the concern about what others might think. It's natural to seek approval or fear judgment, but at the end of the day, it's your life. Allowing the opinions of others to dictate our choices can lead to regret. Remember, those who genuinely care about you will support your journey, even if they don't fully understand it. Embracing change also means being open to personal growth. It's about challenging our own beliefs and being willing to adapt. Maybe there's a long-held perspective that's no longer serving you. Being open to new ideas can lead to profound personal development. Another aspect is technology. Let's face it, the world is changing rapidly, especially with advancements in technology. It can be tempting to dismiss new gadgets or platforms as unnecessary or too complicated. But embracing technology can open doors to staying connected with loved ones, accessing information, and exploring new hobbies. For instance, learning to use video chat can help you stay in touch with family members who live far away. Exploring social media can connect you with communities that share your interests. There are countless online courses available that make learning new skills accessible from the comfort of your home. Health and wellness are also areas where embracing change can be beneficial. Maybe it's incorporating a new form of exercise into your routine or adjusting your diet to better suit your current needs. Perhaps it's exploring mindfulness or meditation to enhance your mental well-being. Change can also mean letting go. Letting go of possessions that no longer serve us, decluttering our spaces to create a more peaceful environment. Letting go of past grievances or regrets can free us emotionally, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart. Let's not forget about relationships. Embracing change might involve expanding your social circle, reconnecting with old friends, or even stepping back from relationships that are no longer positive influences. Surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and inspire us can make a world of difference. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but change is still hard. And you're absolutely right, change can be challenging. But it's often in the challenges that we find our strength. Each small step we take builds confidence and makes the next step a little easier. So how do we start embracing change? Begin by acknowledging your fears, but don't let them control you. Reflect on what you truly want and consider the steps needed to get there. Set small, achievable goals to build momentum. Be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, and it's okay to take things at your own pace. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Remember, life is a journey, and it's never too late to take a new path. Embracing change keeps us engaged, vibrant, and connected to the world around us. It allows us to continue growing, learning, and experiencing all that life has to offer. So let's make a pact to be open to change. Let's challenge ourselves to step out of our comfort zones and explore new horizons. Who knows what incredible experiences await us just beyond the familiar? And as always, if you're finding value in this conversation, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future discussions. Your support helps us build this community and continue sharing insights that hopefully inspire and resonate with you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the many facets of life, growth, and fulfillment. Together, we can embrace change and make the most of every moment we have. The legacy we choose to leave behind. Hey everyone! Continuing our heartfelt chat, I want to dive into something that's been on my mind a lot lately, the legacy we leave behind. As we navigate through the later chapters of our lives, it's natural to reflect on what we've done, who we've impacted, and how we'll be remembered. But here's the thing, we've been told a lot of misconceptions about what a legacy truly is. For years, society has pushed the idea that our legacy is tied to our achievements, our wealth, the titles we've held, or the possessions we've accumulated. We were encouraged to build empires, amass fortunes, and make a name for ourselves, all in the hope that we'd leave a lasting mark. But as we stand here now, with the wisdom that only time can provide, it's becoming clear that perhaps we've been focusing on the wrong things. Think about it, when you recall the people who've had the most significant impact on your life, is it their bank balance you remember? Their job title? Or is it the way they made you feel, the moments you shared, the lessons they taught you? Chances are, it's the latter. Our true legacy isn't etched in material success, it's woven into the hearts and minds of those we've touched. Our legacy is about the relationships we've built, the kindness we've shown, and the love we've shared. It's in the stories our grandchildren will tell about us, the traditions we've passed down, and the values we've instilled. It's less about the inheritance we leave behind and more about the memories and life lessons. So, how do we shift our focus to building a legacy that truly matters? Well, it's never too late to start, and here's how we might go about it. Invest in relationships. First and foremost, let's prioritize our relationships. Reach out to family members you haven't spoken to in a while. Mend fences where there might have been misunderstandings. Spend quality time with your loved ones. These connections are the threads that weave the fabric of our legacy. Share your wisdom. We've accumulated a wealth of knowledge and experience over the years. Sharing our stories, lessons learned, and wisdom can guide and inspire the younger generations. Whether it's through writing, storytelling, or simply engaging in meaningful conversations, your insights can be a valuable gift. Act with kindness and compassion. Small acts of kindness often leave the most significant impressions. Volunteering, helping a neighbor, or offering support to someone in need not only enriches their lives but also adds depth to our own. Compassionate actions echo long after we're gone. Mentor and teach. Consider mentoring someone who could benefit from your experience. This could be a younger colleague, a family member, or someone in your community. Guiding others not only helps them grow but also allows your influence to carry on through their actions. Live authentically. There's immense power in being true to yourself. Living authentically means embracing who you are and what you believe in, without pretense. When we live genuinely, we encourage others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of authenticity. Support causes you care about. If there are causes or issues you're passionate about, now is a great time to get involved. Whether it's environmental conservation, education, or social justice, contributing to these causes can make a tangible difference and become a meaningful part of your legacy. Create and share memories. Engage in activities that create lasting memories with those you love. Whether it's family vacations, holiday traditions, or simply spending time together, these moments become cherished stories that are passed down through generations. Embrace forgiveness. Letting go of past grievances can be liberating. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, it means releasing the hold that negative experiences have on us. By forgiving others, and ourselves, we free up emotional space for more positive interactions. Continue to learn and grow. Just because we're older doesn't mean we've stopped growing. Embrace lifelong learning. Pick up a new hobby, read extensively, or engage in stimulating conversations. Growth keeps us vibrant and can inspire those around us. Express love and gratitude. Don't hold back in expressing how you feel. Tell your loved ones how much they mean to you. Expressing love and gratitude strengthens bonds and leaves no room for regrets about unspoken words. Now, you might be thinking, is it too late for me to make a difference? Absolutely not. Every day is an opportunity to impact someone's life positively. Our legacy isn't confined to our past actions, it's an ongoing journey that continues with each new day. Let's also consider the broader impact of our actions. Small gestures can have far-reaching effects. A kind word to a stranger might brighten their day more than we realize. Supporting local businesses or engaging in community events strengthens the fabric of our communities. Moreover, embracing technology can help us connect in ways previously unimaginable. Video calls, social media, and other digital platforms allow us to maintain relationships across distances. Don't shy away from these tools, they can be instrumental in sharing your legacy. It's also important to recognize that our legacy isn't just about others, it's about how we perceive ourselves. Reflecting on our values and aligning our actions accordingly brings a sense of fulfillment and peace. It's about living a life we're proud of. And let's not forget to have fun. Joy and laughter are infectious and memorable. Don't underestimate the power of a good laugh shared with others. It's these light-hearted moments that often become the most cherished memories. As we navigate this path, let's be gentle with ourselves. Acknowledge that we've done the best we could with the information and resources we had at the time. Regrets might surface, but they don't have to define us. Instead, let them guide us toward making better choices now. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that building a meaningful legacy doesn't require grand gestures or monumental achievements. It's about authenticity, connection, and love. It's about being present and engaged in the lives of those around us. So, let's take a moment to consider how we want to be remembered and take steps toward that vision. It's never too late to make a positive impact. If this message resonates with you, I'd love for you to join our community. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future discussions. And don't hesitate to leave a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences. I truly enjoy hearing from you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Together, let's continue to build legacies that reflect the best of who we are, leaving a lasting, positive imprint on the world. embracing the present and letting go of regrets. Let's continue our journey by touching on a topic that often lingers in the corners of our minds: regrets. As we accumulate years and experiences, it's natural to look back and ponder the what-ifs and if-onlys of our lives. Maybe there were opportunities we didn't seize, relationships we let fade, or dreams we placed on the back burner. Regret can be a heavy burden, but it's important to remember that our past doesn't have to define our future. We've all made choices that, in hindsight, we'd handle differently. Perhaps we stayed in a job that didn't fulfill us, avoided taking a risk that could have led to personal growth, or allowed fear to hold us back from pursuing a passion. But here's the truth: dwelling on past decisions doesn't change them. What it can do, however, is rob us of the joy and potential of the present moment. So, how do we let go of regrets and embrace the here and now? It starts with forgiveness, both of ourselves and others. Acknowledge that you made the best decisions you could with the information and resources you had at the time. Life doesn't come with a manual, and we're all navigating it as best we can. By extending compassion to ourselves, we free up emotional energy that can be redirected toward positive pursuits. Living in the present means fully engaging with the world around us. It's about appreciating the small pleasures that each day offers: the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter shared with a friend, the satisfaction of completing a project, no matter how small. When we focus on the now, we create space for new experiences and opportunities that we might otherwise overlook. Mindfulness practices can be incredibly helpful in cultivating this present moment awareness. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking a few moments each day to observe our surroundings can ground us in the here and now. These practices help quiet the constant chatter of the mind that often fixates on past regrets or future anxieties. Another powerful tool is gratitude. By consciously acknowledging the things we're thankful for, we shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives. Gratitude can transform our perspective, making us more receptive to joy and less tethered to past disappointments. Engaging in activities that bring us joy is also essential. Whether it's picking up a long-forgotten hobby, exploring a new interest, or spending time with loved ones, these moments enrich our lives and fill us with positive emotions. They remind us that life is still full of possibilities and that we have the power to create meaningful experiences. Let's also consider the value of new beginnings. Just because we've traveled a certain path doesn't mean we can't change direction. It's never too late to pursue a dream or set a new goal. Age is merely a number, not a limitation. There are countless stories of individuals who, later in life, embarked on new careers, learned new skills, or made significant contributions to their communities. Take, for example, someone who decides to write a book, not for fame or fortune, but to share their stories and insights with others. Or someone who takes up painting and discovers a new way to express themselves creatively. These endeavors not only bring personal fulfillment but can also inspire those around us. Connecting with others is another way to embrace the present. Building relationships, engaging in community activities, or simply reaching out to old friends can rekindle a sense of belonging and purpose. Human connection is a fundamental aspect of happiness, and fostering these bonds enriches our lives immeasurably. It's also important to release expectations, both those we've placed on ourselves and those we feel from others. Expectations can create pressure and lead to disappointment when reality doesn't align with our preconceived notions. By letting go of rigid expectations, we open ourselves to experiencing life as it unfolds, with all its unpredictability and wonder. Let's not forget about self-care. Taking care of our physical health through proper nutrition, exercise, and rest enhances our ability to enjoy the present. When we feel good physically, it positively impacts our mental and emotional well-being. Embracing the present also involves being open to change, as we discussed earlier. Life is dynamic, and resisting change can keep us stuck in old patterns that no longer serve us. By staying adaptable, we allow ourselves to grow and evolve with the times. Now, you might be thinking, but the past still haunts me. It's okay to acknowledge past pains and learn from them, but it's crucial not to let them overshadow the present. If needed, seeking professional help from a counselor or therapist can provide strategies to cope with lingering regrets or unresolved issues. Remember, every day is a new opportunity. The sun rises, offering us a fresh start. We can't rewrite history, but we can influence our present and shape our future. By focusing on what we can control, our actions, attitudes, and responses, we empower ourselves to live more fully. Let's also practice kindness, not just to others, but to ourselves. Negative self-talk and harsh judgments only serve to keep us tethered to regret. Replacing these thoughts with positive affirmations and self-encouragement can foster a healthier mindset. Engaging with nature can be a soothing way to connect with the present. Whether it's a walk in the park, tending to a garden, or simply sitting outdoors, nature has a way of calming the mind and rejuvenating the spirit. As we navigate this journey of embracing the present and letting go of regrets, it's important to celebrate our accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. Each step forward is progress, and acknowledging that reinforces our commitment to living fully. Before we conclude this segment, I want to remind you that you're not alone on this journey. Many of us grapple with similar feelings and challenges. By sharing our experiences and supporting one another, we can find strength and encouragement. If you found this discussion meaningful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future conversations. Your participation helps us build a community where we can continue exploring topics that resonate with us all. Feel free to leave a comment sharing your thoughts or how you're embracing the present in your own life. Your insights might just inspire someone else. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Together, let's release the weight of the past and step confidently into the present, embracing all the possibilities it holds. Final thoughts: embracing possibility and living fully. As we draw our heartfelt conversation to a close, I want to take a moment to reflect on everything we've explored together. We've delved into the illusions that have shaped our lives, the myths about stability, success, retirement, happiness, change, legacy, and living in the present. Now, standing at this crossroads, it's time to weave these insights into a tapestry of empowerment and hope. You see, one of the most liberating truths we can embrace is that it's never too late. It's never too late to find happiness, to make a change, to pursue a dream, or to live authentically. The lies we were told about what life is supposed to be don't define us unless we let them. We have the power to break free from those outdated narratives and write our own stories, stories filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Think about it, we've spent so much of our lives adhering to scripts written by others. We've chased after definitions of success that weren't our own, prioritized stability over passion, and postponed happiness for a future that always seemed just out of reach. But now, with the wisdom that comes from experience, we can choose a different path. Let's consider the possibilities that open up when we let go of limiting beliefs. What if we started to view each day as a new opportunity, a chance to learn, grow, and embrace what truly matters to us? What passions have you set aside that you could rekindle now? Is there a skill you've always wanted to learn, a place you've dreamed of visiting, or a hobby that brings you joy? Embracing a growth mindset is key. This means recognizing that our abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort and perseverance. It's about understanding that personal growth doesn't stop at a certain age, it's a lifelong journey. We can continue to challenge ourselves, set new goals, and pursue our interests with the same enthusiasm we had in our youth. Connection remains a vital part of living fully. Surrounding ourselves with positive, supportive people enriches our lives immeasurably. Whether it's family, friends, or community groups, these relationships provide love, laughter, and a sense of belonging. They remind us that we're not alone on this journey. Let's also acknowledge the importance of self-care, nurturing not just our physical health but our mental and emotional well-being. This could involve practices like meditation, journaling, or simply taking time each day to do something that brings us joy. By prioritizing self-care, we ensure that we have the energy and vitality to engage fully with life. Moreover, giving back can add profound meaning to our lives. Volunteering, mentoring, or sharing our talents with others not only benefits those we help but also enhances our own sense of purpose. It's a way to contribute positively to the world and leave a lasting impact. As we move forward, it's crucial to let go of fears that may have previously held us back. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, these are natural feelings, but they don't have to dictate our choices. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action despite it. Often, the most rewarding experiences lie just beyond our comfort zones. Let's practice gratitude for the journey we've traveled. Every experience, both the triumphs and the challenges, has shaped us into who we are today. By appreciating the lessons learned, we can approach the future with optimism and resilience. In essence, the message I want to leave you with is one of empowerment. You have the agency to create a life that reflects your true self. It's about aligning your actions with your values, pursuing what brings you joy, and cherishing the moments that make life meaningful. Remember, age is not a barrier but a testament to the rich tapestry of experiences you've accumulated. It's a source of strength, offering insights that younger versions of ourselves couldn't have imagined. Use that wisdom to guide you toward a fulfilling and authentic life. As we conclude this conversation, I encourage you to take that first step toward whatever it is you've been contemplating. Whether it's a small adjustment or a significant change, moving forward with intention can open doors to new and rewarding experiences. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Your presence and engagement mean more than words can express. If you found value in our discussion, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future content. Your support helps us build a community where we can continue to explore topics that matter. Please also feel free to leave a comment sharing your thoughts, experiences, or plans for embracing life more fully. Your insights not only enrich our conversation but may also inspire others on their journeys. In the end, the measure of a life well lived isn't in the accolades or possessions we've amassed but in the joy, love, and fulfillment we've experienced and shared. Let's make the most of every moment, embracing the possibilities that await us with open hearts and minds.